Alright guys, it's time for another episode of the Florencio Files. Up here in the top left in the red, it's Zrestos. Zrestos? I'm just gonna call him Restos, okay? Down here in the bottom right, it is Florencio, playing on his old Greg account, figuring out some new cheesy build orders. I do always enjoy his PvT, and what I've really enjoyed is how many Terrans in his recent PvTs have been just kind of going, oh, you've got cannons here? I'll build a bunker here, and I'll just, like, move my barracks back, and I'll just continue my build. Slowly break out. Because, like, I feel like before we cast so many games where he'd start putting cannons down, and the Terran's, like, just coming up and building a depot, trying to keep his probe out, and the cannon kills it, and he brings another SCV and builds another depot. And then the probe starts walking, he brings like 8 SCVs, tries to stop the probe, like mineral walks through, dances around, and the cannon is just killing like a dozen SCVs. And I'm like, dude, just give up this depot, pull the barracks back, like, you're fine. What is a probe gonna do in your base? Like, it's gonna build a cannon, man! It's gonna build a cannon! Zrestos doing a very safe opening. He's going for an SCV scout. How quickly is he actually gonna notice, though? He's not watching. Oh, I don't think he's watching. Dude, you gotta pull more SCVs if you want to deal with this. You gotta, yeah, he's not paying any attention. He's just noticed. Oh no, he's gonna build a depot. Please. Why do players keep doing that? Like, I can't let him in. He's already in. All you're doing is giving him kills. You need another depot back here, guy. And please just build a bunker there. You're fine. Okay, he's building the bunker. He's got the Marine rallied back. He's got to kill that probe with the Marine. If he does that, he's good. There we go. Cancel that. Lift the... Oh, I like that he hasn't finished that. He can cancel that now. Or maybe the cannon killed the SCV. Either way, cancel and move the barracks. Cancel, move the barracks. The drilly boys take out the probe. Come on, Zrestos. You can do this. It's a contain. It doesn't have to win. He's going to lose the fucking barracks. He's going to lose the barracks. It's burning. It's burning. It's burning. It's burning. It's burning. It's a 12. Oh my god, it goes down. Ah! Oh no, oh no, oh, he screwed the pooch, man. Losing that barracks is so rough. And he's supply blocked. He's made an orbital at least. He does start another depot. It's not the worst supply block. The Marines are just going to hold position there, which is very wise. I like that. Marines just on hold position. No cancel on the depot either, chat says. Really? Oh no. Like, what has happened to Terran players? Oh no, and he pulls his scouting SCV home. He could have proxied with that. What has happened in Terran players' lives, guys, that makes them think, like, someone can just build cannons in? Like, what's wrong with the Protoss coming? What is he going to do? Build cannons in your base? Like, you've got Marines and SCVs. Like, you could just kill them as they build. Like, it's not a problem. Yet every Terran I see, the Israelites are like, fuck, I can't let him in here, man. I'm like, dude, you're not a Protoss player. You get Marines out so early, like way early, like so fast in the game before a normal Zerg or Protoss would get out Zerglings or Stalkers. Like, you're fine. Take a deep breath. Just pull back from the front. Continue your build. Now, unfortunately, 2 barracks and a factory. That means there is no command center for a really long time. I do like that Restos is prioritizing minerals over gas. Does start a command center not too late, so there's still good chances here. Because remember, guys, Florencio's macro it's a little bit like a it's like a wet shit, you know. It's not clean. Like, you know, you can have a real clean shit where you barely need to wipe after. That's not Florencio's macro. Florencio's macro is like a real wet shit. Like, you thought you ate healthy, but then you got a few beers deep and you're like, yeah, McDonald's is a good idea. I will eat. Wait, they got a special? It's 24 nuggets for $10? Yeah, it seems like that's a good idea, man. Like, why not? You know? And then the next day, you're like, what the fuck? Oh, and you're like doing the worst shit of your life. It's all sloppy and stuff. Like, that's Florencio's macro. Like, his micro, his dicking his opponent, clean as fuck. You're talking about, if we wanted to analyze in terms of grading a shit, like, Florencio's aggressive bullshit is like, pristine. Like, it's like, it slides out. You literally barely sat down. You're like, what? You go to wipe, there's nothing there. It's like it never happened. It's the ghost shit. Have you guys ever had a ghost shit? If you haven't, you're missing out. The ghost shit It leaves no sign. No one will believe you if you tell you had it. You're like, no, really, there was no sign of its passing. People are like, that's not real. Come on, no one. And no one is like, you're like, no, really, man, trust me. Like, it's a real thing. No trace, you know. It's fucking the ghost shit. That's Florencio's aggressive micro, man. It's clean as fuck. I mean, some of you might say, why are we talking about poo so much? Well, he's a sewer mermaid. So, you know, basically that's if you talk sewer lingo, it's not actually like its own language, but it's kind of like its own slang, you know, like Cockney English or something like that. You know, it's kind of like the Belter language in The Expanse, right? It's kind of like, you know, it's got its own slang and stuff, and all the metaphors and analogies are to do with shit in sewer mermaid language. He's going to come forward with his tanks now as Restos. He's going to start to clear this out. He's also macroing really well. So despite the shitty start, I'm still telling you guys, this is the new evolution of Terran players who are so used to cheesy bullshit. They just look more comfortable in this scenario. Look at that, making a Raven ready for DTs. It's well prepared for DTs. He thinks you're cannoning. Well, the natural next step is for you to just be a fucker and try to do that, right? Unfortunately for Restos, it's Tempests, and Ravens and tanks are both pretty useless versus Tempests, right? I mean, the stim will be good. He's got stim. He's got +1 on the way. Even adding a third barracks. He desperately needs to get a command center down there, though. And he's building turrets, which are completely unnecessary if you've already got a Raven coming out. But I feel like he's been to Dicktown before, and the trauma of the Dark Templar sliding into his back door without him realizing is definitely very present. It's in the front of his mind. So he's making sure he is locked down tight. Raven, turret. He's got tanks on the high ground. Very careful expand timing. I'm enjoying it. Combat shields goes down as well. I'd like to see a reactor, though. We really need more marine production here to deal with these Tempests. He's going to scan. What does he see? Okay, so he sees... Okay, yeah, you got a natural. He sees the stasis chart. That's very important. And he sees... Wait a second. Is that Tempests? What the fuck? So, if you guys ever see someone going weird turtle capital ships, first thing you should do is build 2 more command centers and just make a fuck ton of marines. And eventually you will need to transition off them because obviously people like Florencio are smart. They'll go Colossus and Storm. But you want to do it off the basis of a big enough economy. Too many people get focused on the way to beat a capital ship is to build the immediate units. I need marines, I need Vikings. But what you really need is enough money because they're immobile. They're not able to deal with it. So you got to kind of like... you know, be able to mass expand and absorb some punches and just kind of have the ability to tech switch and whatever's needed next. But Flo here continuing to be cheeky. It's the third base in the corner, man. He takes the natural to lull them into a false sense of normalcy, and then he takes the corner. He's also making a +1 upgrade. He's already queued +1 armor. I fucking love it, man. New Florencio is so sick. We got the first Colossus on the way. Is he going to get Viagra? Some games he never makes Viagra, but to be fair, Viagra was the first upgrade that Florencio would regularly upgrade. Realizing that, you know, Colossus with a semi, it's a powerful unit, but once you get to like a lot of Marauders and Marines, only a semi doesn't really cut it. You really want to be able to stand full mast at maximum erect Colossus range. No Viagra upgrade starting just yet, though, so he's not there just yet. We'll see how it goes. There's, of course, 3 gateways. He's got the Twilight Council, so I think he wants to go fast Storm. And seeing this push coming, Flo's like, oh, fuck this shit. Cannons and batteries on the high ground of his main. He's willing to give up his natural. He's like an onion, man. Fucking layers. Look at this. Restos, though, knows. Just don't walk into the... Look, he's being real careful. I think just drop a scan. Oh, no! He didn't realize there was one there. Okay, you need to leave. You've got like 8 Marines against 3 Tempests. You need to leave, dude. This ain't gonna work. This is not gonna end well, Restos. Oh no, the Raven's too far forward. It goes down. Uh-oh, here comes Big Daddy Colossus. But no, he's not a Big Daddy. He's a Medium Daddy. He does not have any Viagra to work for him, but more than enough to clear out 8 bruised Marines. The 3 Tempests have an anti-armor missile on them, which achieves nothing. These Marines, all exceptionally horny, but it looks like they will be leaving here with blue Gauss rifles. They are definitely not going to find satisfaction here. I mean, they get a nexus. It's something. You think it's good. Oh, cool. He's on 1 base. We're on 2. We're good. Of course, that's not the case. As this settles down, Flo is no doubt going to grab these workers and inject a nice, sweet recall to saturate that base in the corner. Flo getting very excited, chasing down with his 3 unupgraded stalkers right now. That was actually a really good recall. Recalls a ton of workers to immediately saturate that base. Finds the tanks in the middle of the map. He's got an Oracle over there, 4 Tempests, a Colossus, 3 Stalkers. Oh shit, it's not just me that's a Florencio fan. I hear Hammer Guy upstairs. He's hammering in excitement. He says, "Yes, my lord. More cheese? Yes, sir." Apparently that town hall is literally never going to be finished in the apartment above mine. Hope you guys can hear it in the background. Always good fun hearing incessant hammering. To be fair, it's a little bit quieter than the drilling of the SCV porno that was being filmed for like 2 weeks upstairs. Literally, I think 3 or 4 of the adjacent apartments to mine have all been having work done in the last month. It's been a fun time, guys. I definitely haven't been pissed off or angry at all. It's been fun. He's hammering. He's continuing to hammer. Good shit. Good to know. Third command center is now down, though. I really think if Restos just jumps up to a 4th base, we've got great barracks production. There's a 2nd starport here. Armory's going down, so upgrades will be able to continue, albeit kind of slowly. So the upgrades are kind of even, still very marine focused, and we really want to see more Marauders out of those tech labs because they're going to be able to absorb the Colossus shots really well. So it's more, especially if you're going Vikings, they can deal with the Tempests. You want to have your Marines behind your Marauders, but a bit too marine focused right now is Restos. Florencio here accidentally, wait, did that get scouted? Oh, it got scouted. So Flo knows he's coming for it. He just grabs all the workers and sends them back to the natural. This Marine sees it, is like, whoa, what the fuck, man? So he's going to come down, kill the Nexus, but Flo's like, that's fine, still on 2 base. And look at it, he's got 6 Tempests. He's got 2 Colossus, no Viagra upgrade, 3rd one starts up, and more importantly, Storm has begun, and the High Templar hidden in the back of his base. His sneaky High Templar switch, it's a Florencio staple. Oh my god, and he's even building Mama as well. He's going to hide Mama in the back door as well. Just like she's that like hunchback child or whatever it was in what was it in Harold and Kumar when they're like that redneck family and oh no, he wasn't a hunchback, he was a Cyclops, wasn't he? They had a Cyclops child they hide in the basement. Well, I think this is a Cyclops mama core. They hide her. She's got antiquated views. She thinks Terran are dirty. It's Rohana who flies the mothership. She's like, stay away from those dirty Terran. I don't like that Raynor. His biceps are too large and he doesn't photosynthesize like us Protoss. He's an animal with a dirty mouth. So yeah, they're going to hide her in the back and hopefully, you know, she won't embarrass them too much. Since it is 2020, it's not 1948 anymore, Rohana. Calm the fuck down. That probe's going to go down. This army's here. I mean, what do we got? We got 1-1 upgrades, got a big bio ball, we got 10 Vikings. Now, I think that this is all looking fine for Restos. You've got a 4th, you've got EMP, you've got a Ghost Academy. Not the greatest SCV count, but you've built a huge army. Now, it's all just about using this army correctly. And we even see good map vision ahead of the push. The big problem I see here for Restos is the fact that, look at that, Scans doesn't know about the High Templar. And it's, I mean, what counters this army, guys? It's very clear. It's a splashgasm. So if you're able to basically just jizz splash damage all over this Terran army, it will get fucking wrecked. But you know what? He dives on it and he kills the Colossus. The High Templar aren't there yet. The last Colossus with no Viagra. Oh my god, it doesn't matter. Because when you clump 40 Marines in a choke point, those two Colossus, one's on 19, one's on 13 kills. Okay, guys, we just learned something new. Don't run Marines clumped up through a choke point into Colossus and Storm! Sorry, correction. I learned that lesson. You guys watching at home learned that lesson. Now Restos has learned that lesson after deciding to run the 2nd army directly into Storm and Colossus. I mean, this is it, guys. This is how players play against Florencio. They go, let's fucking clump up and run through a choke point. You could spread out and come in a big arc. You could just take a 5th base. You could make libs, you could make BCs, you can do literally anything. Just wait for him to come to you, attack him from 2 sides. Florencio will get ruined. Yet every single player just gets an erection. Because he hides his High Templar, he hides his mothership in the back. They go, oh, I can take this, let's fucking go. They run forward, leading not with their brain, but with their penis. And with that little bit of Terran excitement, leading them to their death. Florencio, once again, it's his sweet siren song. You know, some of you say that's sirens, that's not mermaids. I say, guess what? Sewer mermaids, somewhere down the line, a great grandma was a siren. Because they just fucking get on that sewer harp. They're flicking those strings, you know, there's shit flying everywhere. For some reason, Terrans get aroused by it and decide to headbutt into the worst possible engagements of their life. And they do it every single time they're playing him. There's just something, even now, maybe you've got a chance. He's like, I'm going to build no Marauders, only Marines. Let's be real, he's fucking dead, guys. Mama's here now. Rohana's there. She's like, what's that? We have the go-ahead to cleanse the filthy fucking Terrans because they're an inferior race. And everyone was like, well, they did attack us a few times. Like, yes, we have to put them out kind of like pests. She's like, yes, they're pests because they're worth less than us and they aren't true superior life forms. My name's Rohana, and I think everyone that's not Protoss needs to sit in the back of the bus. It's like, okay, Rohana, you fucking psychopath. All right, calm the fuck down. She actually gets joy out of it. The rest of the Protoss are like, if we have to, I guess these Terran keep attacking us. They're a bit territorial. Fair enough, you know. It's kind of like clearing out an infestation of too many animals. Here comes Rohana. Uh-oh, she's getting focused. Oh, shit. Goes on a racist rampage on her own. Tries to call in reinforcements, but that's why you don't run in on your own. She underestimated them. She was like the British against the Japanese in and the Americans as well in World War II. They were like, they're an inferior race of monkey people. They are not really a threat. We don't need to build any defenses or prepare at all. You guys go look at the history of that shit. It's hilarious. Like 6 months before Japan fucks everybody, they're like, they are an inferior breed of subhumans. We need not worry. Like, there's military reports that read like that. You're like, oh, you guys are dumb fucks just like Rohana. She goes in, she does get killed. Of course, eventually the Protoss Armada, the Stormy Bath, is going to get it done. And you know what? Killing is something which you shouldn't look forward to, especially not if you're racistly motivated. So I'm kind of happy. Sweet justice. Rohana got her face ripped off. Florencio here in the end is going to enjoy his Tempest army. He actually, I don't know if I've ever seen him make an Archon before. That's cool. Maybe Florencio just learnt what Archons are, to be honest. He's been playing StarCraft for like 20 years, by the way, since early Brood War, but still doesn't use control groups, and just is learning what some of the upgrades do in the game. Now that, for some people, would be proof that this game has infinite depth and there's so much to explore. For others, it would be that Florencio is simply somebody who plays the game in a different way. And you know what? For me, it's a bit of both. It's a bit of both. The fact that Florencio can beat GMs regularly without using control groups, to me, that's a special sort of wizardry. He does the impossible, where others can barely even comprehend it. And right when he's about to win the game, he manages to reset it to the point where the Terran is actually ahead because he never took a third base behind this, and he never transferred workers to his natural, so he's been mining almost nothing this whole time. And is he actually going to fucking lose this game? He could lose this. If we see more Marauders, like Marauders counter this army. He's still building Marines. If he lands an EMP on the High Templar and gets out 4 or 5 more Marauders, he wins. Unfortunately, he's building SCVs right now. Doesn't realize how bad Flo's economy is. And more Marines! Stop building Marines! What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you have 3 tech labs? Restos has built the correct production for a PVT and has not once used those tech labs. It's like built like 2 or 3 Marauders and then it's pure Marine every time from then on. EMP, EMP, big EMP, Widow Mines, the Widow Mine. Oh, the Widow Mine gets a burrow. It's gonna fire. Oh, I think it maybe, oh my God. How do you manage to lose that game? No! No! What the... How long was he not mining this natural for? He had 11 workers. None. And didn't probe at all. No. Fucking Rohana not working with the army because she was underestimating them. Oh my God. Gets herself killed. They all go in to try and avenge her. And somehow Restos, despite literally headbutting into a splashgasm and building almost pure Marine against mass splash all game, wins the fucking... I cannot believe it. GG, well played. That, I mean, this is why we love Florencio. His ability to defy expectations and lose games that are going great for him and win games that are going terribly for him. Like, it's... It's that magic. It's a different way of playing StarCraft. Hats off to you, Restov. Hats off to you, Florencio. I did not see that one coming. GG, well played, man. Holy fuck. How? When I saw that, I was like, the Terrans obviously got more stuff, but like, it just gets hard counted by the splash unless they actually spread out and build more Marauders. The Terran's like, I'm going to build pure Marine, and I'm going to fucking clump up and just try to stim on top of the Colossus. Florencio's stutter step behind the mineral line was amazing, by the way. But the Colossus, they killed everything before the High Templar even really got there. As mouth equals primitive? But is this actually part of the campaign? I thought I made this shit up. Lesser beings have mouths? No way. Are you serious? That's actually a thing? Oh my god, I was just joking because I was like, oh yeah, Protoss don't have mouths, so like what would they be racist about?
Unless there is a direct threat to the Empire, your choice to aid these Terrans is perplexing.
Why do you assume that they are lesser beings, Rohana?
I do not make an assumption. Gaze upon them. Unsophisticated, primitive. They communicate through orifices, mouths.
Many, including myself, once thought as you do. But I have seen their nobility. In time, you will also.
Many of my Dark Templar have volunteered to act as scouts.
Oh my god, Rohana's my fucking fave. Just the racist grandma, dude. She's so fucking funny. And it's like, they're dirty. They communicate with their mouths. You're like, Grandma, shut the fuck up. You're so full of shit. Get with the times, mate.